Recently, Roblox has been in quite the hot water lately, so I thought, with the events of the turkey ban on Roblox going on right now, I thought to go over every single legal problem they've ever had. Or rather, every single time Roblox has gotten sued, or at least most of them anyway. Going from the least to the absolute worst. Now, there's probably some that I'm gonna miss, so definitely let me know in the comments if I did miss any. Also, if it wasn't obvious already, I am not a legal expert, so take everything with a massive grain of salt. Anyways, let's just get straight into it. Firstly, we got the Got Milk lawsuit, which if you don't know what Got Milk is, it's basically a famous slogan that this milk company used for advertising, YouTube, etc. And well, like all things that go on the internet, it of course goes to Roblox, even though it wasn't even a year old yet. Basically, during that time period, there were a ton of ads that were promoting the usage of dairy products, and well, Roblox thought it was a very good idea to slap that bad boy onto a visor and sell it for Roblox. This did get removed for copyright, but came back in 2010 as a limited. Next, we've got a very similar situation which happened to another hat called the Devo hat, which looks something like this. In September of 2009, Roblox had released this for 50 ticks, which if you remember ticks, I love you so much. Anyways, this was only up for a couple of days before Roblox was eventually being notified, basically saying, "Nuh-uh, you can't have this on here because copyright." Jokes aside though, it was because of a band called Devo and it being too similar to the Energy Dome hat. Now, luckily, much like the other hat, it did come back, but with a slight change to impossible to obtain red wedding cake hat. Up next, we got this lawsuit for, you guessed it, copyright. Let's go! Yeah, you're gonna notice an ongoing trend for the rest of the video. Anyways, on the 13th of June 2016, Roblox had a lawsuit filed against them by a huge American cinema company called Cinemark, in which they thought that Roblox was infringing on their trademark as apparently users were using it in their games to do, and I quote, "purchase virtual weapons and kill other members of the public for virtual monies inside virtual theaters or world going bananas." On a bit of a more serious note though, they also mentioned that the users who made these games had apparently recreated horrible events that actually happened in real life, but I've seen some comments saying that this wasn't true, so whether this was true or not is open for interpretation. If you want to learn more though, I'll try to link somewhere in the description, if I remember anyway. But this is only the tip of the iceberg, because let me tell you, it gets a lot worse from here. Because the next one is what I call the start of the more serious lawsuits, and what I'm talking about here is the oof sound. Now, this lawsuit was a huge topic of discussion during 2019, and it's understandable why. Since one of Roblox's most iconic sounds was suddenly forced to change, many people were extremely unhappy. But let's go into a bit more detail. You see, the person behind the sound, Tommy Tallarico, had made this specific oof sound for another game called Messiah, and had discovered that Roblox had been using this sound for ages. Just take a listen. In January of 2020, Tommy had offered Roblox a proposition to purchase the sound and officially keep it, which, Roblox being Roblox, they didn't. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I had a company worth $4 billion, I probably wouldn't mind paying a little bit of money to get all of this sorted out. But no, the dumbasses at Roblox really said, "Actually,
we purchased it from a copyrighted free website, not an illegal website."
Motherfucker, Tommy himself said that he did not want it off of Roblox, bro. Like, what? Anyways, Roblox had released a statement regarding the oof sound, stating Tommy had apparently zero rights to this sound, which I'll prove wrong to you in a second, but it seemed like Roblox thought that this would clear everything up, considering how positive the comments were in the dev forum post. However, this would only add fuel to the fire, as just a day later, Tommy would post official documents proving that he did in fact have ownership to the sound. Now, thankfully, in November, they had finally reached an agreement, making it so that users can just buy it from his website. However, it seemed like that didn't really change anything, because in July of 2022, they changed it to this abomination. Anyways, Roblox's audio's problems are gonna come back a bit later, but for now, let's see what happened with regards to the next one, which got a 12-year-old, I kid you not, $10 million f***ing dollars. Now, I won't go into extreme detail since that's what Ruben Sims video's for, but the TLDR is that someone under the name of Jane Doe had filed a class action lawsuit against Roblox because they were basically scamming users. Not really, but in a way they kind of were. In the document, it basically said that Roblox didn't refund any items that were deleted back to to the users. During this settlement, Roblox had revealed that around 8 million accounts had been quote-unquote scammed by Roblox with a combined total of almost 2 billion Robux. That's almost 21 million US dollars. So in return, Roblox had decided to give back $10 million to those affected across the country. They also added the refund program that we have nowadays. So, nice one, Roblox. Let's now fast forward to around August of last year when Roblox was sued by parents because of quote-unquote illegal gambling. Wow, this is totally gonna go well. Anyways, this article basically says that Roblox gambling websites like have caused children to quite literally have financial losses. It also states that despite Roblox being hugely against these sites, Roblox is indirectly profiting from these illegal websites since they take a 30% cut from every transaction on the website. Now, other than YouTubers and TikToking promoting these literally illegal websites, there's something really important that I haven't told you yet, and it's that these gambling websites are set up in countries that don't have any of these gambling laws. So the legality of this stuff kind of becomes a huge grey mess. Nonetheless, the case is still going to this day though, I think. Anyway, we are now inching closer to the absolute worst lawsuit that Roblox had ever gotten themselves into, but for now, let's have a look at one almost just as bad, which may arguably be worse, but you can be the judge of that. Anyways, I am talking about the $1.65 million that RUBEN had to cough up in 2021 because of some pretty bad stuff. Anyways, this article basically explains what he did. So let's just go through everything that RUBEN supposedly did, according to Roblox anyway. Okay, so number 1, using accounts created by other people, hacking, harassing users and using racist and homophobic slurs, as well as sexual harassment and uploading photos of that dude. I'm not gonna say his name. Here's some more. Threats that had to literally shut down the RDC in 2021, which literally caused them to be put in a temporary lockdown, which costed $50,000 from Roblox. That's crazy. So, yeah, pretty bad stuff, I'm not gonna lie. In the end, they did come to an argument, making RUBEN pay $150,000 along with the following.
Number 1, not making false and terrorist threats against Roblox. Number 2, not encouraging violence against Roblox or its employees. Number 3,
along with a bunch of other stuff which I'm not gonna mention so I don't bore you to death. If you want to know more though, once again, I will try to remember to link RUBEN's vids in the description. Okay, after ages of saying the typical YouTuber retention thingy that everyone says, we have finally reached the worst Roblox lawsuit, which is the NMPA lawsuit, which if you don't know, is basically the Tommy Tallarico lawsuit but on fucking steroids. Let me explain. On June 9th, 2021, the NMPA had filed a big boy lawsuit of a whopping $200 million because of the ongoing theme of this video. Copyright! Basically, this giant company has stated how they thought Roblox was teaching kids to pirate songs, which is kind of funny. Then, a day later, Roblox had made a statement basically saying, no, we have already partnered with other big boy artists like Lil Nas X, so we don't tolerate any of this shit. But in the end, it was settled with Roblox basically saying that they're open for any artists that are a part of the NMPA. But wait, there's more. You see, a couple months later in 2022, Roblox had made it so that any audios that were longer than 6 seconds would be automatically made private, along with them not being able to make the audios public. To put it simply, Roblox just Thanos snapped 95% of all audios uploaded, with only 5-second long sound effects and copyright-free songs to be allowed publicly. While it wasn't confirmed to be the result of the lawsuit, majority of users suspected it did, and I mean, I don't blame them. It was literally one of, if not the biggest change onto the platform in years, breaking so many games in the process. Anyways, that was every time Roblox had gotten sued. Make sure to subscribe, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment, and click on this video where I talk about the glorious rise of Creekcraft.